to downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Denver Broncos. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And boy, a rough start to this one as this kick goes out of bounds. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. This defense for the Niners, much improved from week one. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
They go play action with Wilson. Steps away. And he'll just get rid of it.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Wilson to throw. That's complete. It's Okuegbunam. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
They'll start with Davis Price on the ground to about the 33-yard line.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Here we go. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Second down, and again it's Davis Price. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
On 3rd down, here's Davis Price. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, You know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Williams going to get it again on second down. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The Broncos at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room. But they do have to start winning some games. Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Hey, zero.
On third down, Wilson. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. A couple of veterans. Wilson to Sutton there for the Bronco first. Now it's Wilson. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run?
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Ty Davis-Price with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Jerry Jeudy took a step back from his rookie numbers in 2021 while battling an ankle injury throughout the season. They're definitely hoping the arrival of Russell Wilson can help him reach his ceiling as a former 15th overall pick. Jeudy came through there with a chain-moving catch.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Finding Williams once more, complete. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Again, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jason Verrett. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Ty Davis-Price with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. On the return is Cohen. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Let's go.
Another touch for Davis-Price. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On play action, Lance. And this pass caught by Gray. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Lance going to sneak it. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Escaping the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a first down. Well done. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They run it again with Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it. And
he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle because where it goes, that's where you find his body. And he was able to get in there and make a great play.
Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Room here to run. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. From the right hash here. Should be an easy one. And that is no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And some room to roam now. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, 49ers. Ty Davis-Price on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the 49ers take a 3-touchdown lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go, set. No, 52.
Drive begins with a carry by Davis-Price.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Now they run. It's Mason. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Now Lance. He gets this one to Davis-Price.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
6 yards left on second down. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Play action. Now it's Lance.
The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain night, and it's a good one. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. The kick by McManus is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. 1 second, all that remains.
A final shot before half for Lance.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it is really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Phillips now from the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A first down there on a pickup at 25. Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley.
And the 49ers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Here we go. Here we
So
go.
after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Second down, here's Davis Price.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
173 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
And cycle.
Off of play action, here's Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards for number 11.
Lance now on first down. Right side, and he finds Gray.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Read option. Here's Davis Price.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
Davis Price will try to pick it up.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. He was locked in last week, NFC Offensive Player of the Week in Week 2.
Clear some space in the trophy room. He won it last week. He's thinking he's going to get a few more before this season is over, maybe even starting with this game.
Set, ready. Slide 2. Set, hut.
Throwing on first down is Lance. Gets it out wide to Davis Price. Running right through it. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 13 yards out, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Phillips now from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Well, from my vantage point, that's just one bad play by the offensive line and a running back who's had a lot of good ones tonight.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be ticked off, nor is the offensive line, because to me it's a lot like a no-hitter, right? Pitcher's throwing a no-hitter, gives up a hit late. You're so close to accomplishing everything you want and don't quite get it done. They'll come back with a vengeance on the next play.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at about the 14. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, All coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
The throw over the middle, taken in. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. And the 49ers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the...
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounce right back on it, keeps possession. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Here comes the 49ers punter now. He's been terrific so far. This is taken at the 15. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
So still 14 yards to go. 2nd down. Play action. It's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 201 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Here we go. Here we go.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. The Lance going to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Ready, ready.
Throwing his Lance on third down.
And this is going to be incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally,
and that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there for Denver. 47 yards. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Davis Price on 1st and 10.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. 2nd down, and again it's Davis Price.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Going for it, here's Davis Price.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Man, 220 yards for him on the ground as this has been a night to remember to this point. Davis Price once more.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Now Gold for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 41. And they will take a knee here. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the 49ers, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams.